Welcome to the Coastal Kitchen. Hi, I'm Karen Mashures, and today there is a real treat in store. We are going to go on a picnic, and I've got a friend that's coming to help us cook the best southern fried chicken you'll ever taste in your life. With our fried chicken, we're going to have some wonderful potato salad. It's her Mama Ruth's recipe. We're going to have some spicy deviled eggs. We've got a cucumber and tomato salad. And we've got banana nana pecan pudding, and that's what we're going to start on now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry ingredients, which is 3 cups of sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay? And all I'm going to do is just mix this up in my pot. Just want it to be nice and incorporated. Okay. This is the easy part. And it's really an easy banana pudding too. Okay, the next thing is I've got 8 eggs that I have already separated, and I am going to just whisk these so they're all broken up. I've saved the egg whites because we're going to put a meringue topping on this banana pudding. Okay, 4 cups of milk right in. And mix this all together. Now, banana pudding that you cook usually comes out a whole lot lighter than the kind that you get out of the package. And if you want to make this snappy, you can use vanilla pudding out of the package. But I like to make it look that way, so when this gets cooked, I'm going to put a drop or 2 of yellow food coloring in so it brings out that real strong yellow color. All right. Now, take this right over to the stove. I'm going to cut this on medium-high. And all I'm going to do is pour it right in on top. And what we're going to do, start whisking, because we want everything to start to saturate. All right, what we want is to make sure that the sugar melts, and we're going to keep this at medium-high until it starts to bubble, and we're going to turn it down to medium and let it cook for about 15-20 minutes. It's going to start to thicken, and when it's thick enough to be pudding, we're going to get it over to the other side, where it'll go on top of these wonderful vanilla wafers and bananas. Okay, I do have one already in the fridge because mine has to go into the fridge for at least 4 hours before I put the meringue topping on it. So get you some vanilla wafers and start lining your dish. And it takes about 30 in a regular 8x13 pan. And I put them face up. All right, that's ready. Now, I'm not going to cut my bananas until the pudding is ready and has cooled for just a little bit. So let's get back to our pudding. I'm going to just watch it for a few minutes, make sure everything comes to a bubble. All right, this looks lovely and thick. It's been bubbling, and I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to let this sit for just a minute. Now, just so you know that you can do this in a double boiler if you don't want to watch it as closely as I have, because you don't want the bottom to burn. Okay, so we're just going to leave that set for just a few minutes. I'm going to take it off the warm burner and put it over here, and now I'm going to go back to my bananas. All right. I like to use a lot of bananas. That's why it's called banana nana. pecan pudding. And so this has really got a whole lot of bananas in it. All right, we're just going to peel and cut. And I like to have a substantial slice of banana. Just make sure you get the little pieces off. I'm going to take the end off. And I'm going to say a fourth of an inch to a half an inch. And we're just going to cut and cover these wonderful Nilla wafers. Okay, first banana is cut and ready to go on top. And I like to fill all those spaces. This is one of my husband's favorite dishes. He loves banana pudding, and he loves a whole lot of Nilla wafers in it and a whole lot of bananas. All right, now I'm going to do number 2. All right. You can see I've got my bowl covered in bananas. Now, it's time for me to put 2 more things into my pudding. I'm going to put my vanilla, and the reason I'm waiting till it's cooked to put the vanilla in is because I don't want that essence to burn off. Okay, so vanilla is in. And let me get one more little thing here. Just 2 drops. Let's see what that does. Just brightens that right up. All right. Let me grab a ladle. Now I'm going to bring this right over here. Now you just want to make sure you get it all over the top of those bananas. A nice layer. And then I'm going to take some pecans and just sprinkle some pecan pieces on top. And we're going to start all over again with our next layer. Let's set this over here so okay, to finish this off, I'm going to take my vanilla wafers and I'm going to make me a pretty little design on the edge. Just go right around with the wafers. So when we put that meringue on, it will adhere to them. All right, all done, ready to go in the fridge. Now, I like to let mine sit at least 3 hours before I do anything else to it. So let's get this one in and get this one out. And we're going to get ready to put the meringue on it. Now, I've already made my meringue, and it's very easy. It's just sugar, cream of tartar, and egg whites. So let me grab it real fast. And it's got stiff peaks. And I'm just going to start spreading. And I think I'm going to use this instead, too. Okay. Just put a nice dollop on. Cover the top. Whoa, I think I hear that doorbell. Hey, come on in. Whoa, how are you?
Welcome into your show.
You are ready to cook, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Well, I'm just finishing up this banana pudding, and we're going to get this into the oven real quick. I'm just going to make sure that the edges are sealed good.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to start on your chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is Twana Lewis, and she has been cooking at Big Nell's for 21 years.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you love it, or you
Yes,
wouldn't
ma'am,
still be
I
there.
really love it. Love my
Okay.
job very much.
All right. Make sure that meringue comes out all the edges. Cover it up real good because it shrinks. And we can even make it look just a little cuter here by taking a spoon and making some swirls. Okay, now we're going to start making chicken in just a minute. I'm going to get this into the oven,
Yes, ma'am.
350 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to get it cleaned up a bit, and we're going to start making some fried chicken. All right, right over here, Twana, we're just going to pop this in.
All righty.
Okay, that's in for 15. It is so good to see you. I'm so glad you could join us. We're going to take a short break, get cleaned up, and Twana's going to be fixing her special Southern fried chicken.
Most people couldn't fit 200 local farms on their table. Well, that's where we come in. For the very best of everything local, Lowe's Foods.
Welcome back to the Coastal Kitchen. I'm here with Twana Lewis, and we are going to make some of the best Southern fried chicken you have ever had. She's been cooking for her family for years, right?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And you've lived here for all your life?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Well, everybody knows because they're coming to my house when they heard that she was cooking chicken. So let's get started. I'm going to let you take it away. I'm going to start peeling potatoes for the
All
tater
right.
salad.
The first thing we do with the chicken is we wash it and get it ready prepared. Then we put seasoned salt on it, set it overnight in the seasoned salt.
And you like Lowry's, don't you?
Yes, ma'am, I do. It's very good on it.
That lets that flavor really get into it,
Yes,
doesn't
ma'am,
it?
it do. It's seasoned overnight. It's very good the next day when you fry it. Then we set this in the freezer overnight. Take it out, get it ready for the next day. Okay. But
You just get it good and covered, don't
yes,
you?
ma'am, I do.
Okay.
And then we move it to the freezer.
Okay, we're going to do that and
Overnight.
get the one out that's been sitting all night.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, big switch. There we go.
Okay, let me wash my hands.
Okay. You can see that some of the juice has run out, and what do you do with that juice?
We take that juice and we pour it over the top of it after we let it sit at night, and then we take the juice off of it, and then we get it ready for the batter.
Okay.
Okay, we put black pepper in our batter.
That's just all-purpose flour, isn't it?
Yeah,
All-purpose flour?
flour. Then we just mix it all together.
And we've got 2 chickens, so that's about a bag of all-purpose flour, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Okay, make sure you get the pepper mixed up in it real good. Get you a little bit of salt. Even though the chicken is salt overnight, it's seasoned real good, just to make sure you got a good taste to it. Then you mix it all together again. Get the salt mixed in it real good. Okay?
You like to use plastic Ziploc bags
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do your chicken in, don't
Yes,
you?
I do.
That makes it easy.
Yes, ma'am, it do make it very easy. You take it and put it in there and you shake it back with the flour. That means you get all the chicken battered up at the same time. Yes, ma'am, it do. Make it very easy.
All right, you give me a bag and I'll start shaking with you. We'll do the shimmy shake.
Yes, ma'am.
Now all I have to do is drop one of these pieces in here, right?
Drop some of it in there.
Okay.
About 2 or 3 pieces at a time.
Okay, 2 or 3 pieces at a time.
Yes, ma'am. And it takes only 20 minutes for the dark meat to cook in a pot. 15 for the white. Always remember that, and the chicken will come out moist at all times. Yeah, you shake him up. Put him in the bag and shake him.
Okay. I'm going to take this right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, when you take it out of the bag, do you put it right in the pot?
You beat the flour off of it, and then you put it in the pot, because you don't want your grease to have a lot of flour in it. Yeah. That's where your hands come in at then. Yep, shake it off. And lay it on a sheet.
And we've got the grease cooking, don't we?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
And you told me that we have to have a pot half full.
Half full of grease.
One of those big pots.
Yes,
or
ma'am.
you can use a deep fryer if you have one.
If you have a deep fryer, yes, ma'am. But I usually use a pot. I'm an old-timey girl cook.
Hey, that is special.
Yep. Yep.
What's the favorite thing that you really loved that you got the recipe your mama did?
Potato salad. It's very
That's
good.
what we're going to make in a few minutes, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it is. And it's real good. Real Southern good.
Okay.
And the chicken are, too.
Okay. Well, all that's done, and it's looking good.
Okay.
Got one more piece left?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Now, tell me something. How do I know that this grease is hot enough?
You take the flour that's on the end of your fingers and you put it in there and then start frying. When you hear that fry, that means it's ready for the chicken.
Okay, it looks like this grease is ready, so I'm going to let you put the chicken in.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me move this over here for you.
Okay.
Well, you know what, I better move it over here.
All right.
Okay, you get that in. I'm going to chop up these potatoes for the potato salad while you're getting that ready.
All right.
And I see that you have got it about done here, but I'm just going to pop these in.
Okay. And I'll get the chicken started. It's in the pot.
Now, Twana told me one of her secrets with potato salad is when you put the potatoes in the water and the water's boiling, just put your potatoes in. We've already added a little bit of salt, but I'm going to put just a little bit more on top. And the eggs are going to be boiled with the potatoes. So everything comes out at once.
Don't want it to fall.
Nearly had one go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. And you've got 6 eggs in this potato salad. And this was a 5-pound bag.
Yes, ma'am. 5-pound bag. It takes 6 eggs.
Okay. Well, we're just going to cover this and let it boil.
Yes, ma'am. Till the potatoes get soft.
And we're going to watch this chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've got some eggs in a pan for our deviled eggs that we'll be doing just a little bit too, okay?
Okay.
Look at that bubble.
Yes, honey.
Let me get a platter. This is phenomenal. The chicken is looking great. We've got batch number 2 in, and we're going to start making some potato salad now. This is your mama's recipe, right?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, Mama Ruth's potato salad, here we go. We've got the potatoes cooked, the eggs are in it and peeled.
And I take and put black pepper, just a dash of it, because I don't measure nothing, but this is how I do it. This is my way of cooking it. We put sweet pickled radish, 2 spoons of it. 2 big spoons of mayonnaise. And I like to mash it up with my hands. But other than doing this, I'm going to have to mash it up with the masher.
Well, you can mash it up any way you want to.
Okay, well, I'm going to
You
use
got
my
clean hands. I've been watching you. You washed them every time you've touched one thing or another.
Okay. As long as you say I can do it my way.
You do it your way. That's why we're here. Everybody loves your potato salad and your chicken.
Yeah. I got to get these potatoes mashed up.
Do you ever eat it warm or do you like it
I like
cold?
it cold. I always have ate it cold. I never liked it warm. I always ate it cold. And it's so good. So good.
And you just want everything mixed up in
And
there,
everything
don't you?
got to be mixed up together. And then it give you aroma that you like the taste. The taste of being it. Yep.
Wow, you like to have this all incorporated. You get it all smashed up, but those pieces still hold their shape.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
That is great. Well, let me grab a bowl so
All
we're
right.
ready to put it in there when
Okay.
you're done.
All right. Just about ready. Okay.
How long do you like it set in the refrigerator?
I really do my taters and boil them overnight, so they'll be real good and cold the next day in the eggs. And then when you mix it the next day, it'll be just perfect.
Oh, that sounds great.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get this in the refrigerator just so it's ready for our wonderful Southern fried chicken and potato salad picnic. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back to make our deviled eggs and our salad and put everything together.
Yes.
Man, this looks so good. I can't wait.
ATMC TV and the Coastal Kitchen would like to say thank you to our sponsors at Holden Brothers Farm Market in Charlotte for supplying the fresh produce on this week's show. For over 25 years, the Holden Brothers Farm Market has specialized in the freshest locally grown produce on their 250 acres in Charlotte. Swing by their indoor market located near mile marker 10 on Highway 17 or check them out online at holdenbrothersfarmmarket.com.
Welcome back. Twana, this is the easiest salad that you can ever make. All I've done is cut up some tomatoes, large slices, and I'm using some great cucumbers, and I'm making those big slices too because I want this to be something that you really have a hunk of when you put it in your mouth. Okay? So we've got tomatoes and cucumbers, and I'm going to take some onion, and I've got a couple of slices already cut because I wanted them to be thin.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm going to take this vade onion,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm going to put rings just over the top.
Look very nice.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it a real summer salad. Vinegar on top, salt and pepper,
Yes, ma'am.
and everybody thinks this is my whiskey jug, but it's not. It's my antique vinegar jug.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm just going to pour it over the top. Want to make sure I got enough for it to be a well in the bottom.
Okay.
You can see that sitting up there. Take some salt. Get those tomatoes good. And then some pepper. And we got this thing going on.
Yes, ma'am. It looked good.
Isn't that easy?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay, well, we got one more thing to do while we're waiting for that chicken to come out.
All right.
And that's make these sassy deviled eggs. They're sort of spicy.
Yes, ma'am.
And while we've been cooking this chicken, I've been doing eggs.
All right.
So when you cook a boiled egg, best way to do it is put them in a pan, cover them with cold water, bring them to a boil. And as soon as they get to a boil, turn off the heat, cover them up with a lid, let them sit for 15 minutes. Then after you let them sit, cover them with ice water. Hey, easy to peel. All right, I've got my eggs right there, and I'm taking 2 eggs, and I'm going to put 2 eggs right in my chopper. Now you can do this with a fork, you can do this with a masher, you can do this anything you want.
Yes, ma'am.
But this chopper saves a whole lot of arms.
Yes, it does.
So we're going to put that on. We're just going to let it chop up. Okay. Looks pretty good to me.
Me too.
We're going to throw this in the bowl. This is real easy too. Worst part is peeling those eggs, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. Now, I've got half a cup of Miracle Whip.
Okay.
I want that sweetness to bring out the tanginess that I'm going to put in there with that other stuff. A half a cup of mayo. Just put that right in.
Yes, ma'am.
And a little bit of mustard. Give it a little tang. And I've got some sriracha. That's what makes it spicy. And I put a fair amount in because I like it have that little bit of spice to it.
Okay.
But you can adjust that to your taste. It's how you like it. And we're just going to make this all come about by good.
Binding it all together?
Yep.
Oh.
Comes out a little tiny bit pink.
Is that because of that Tabasco sauce, right?
Yep. That's the sriracha.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, I always try to do something to make it look a little bit fancier just because. And
it's more easier for you. Exactly.
Yep. I used to fuss with trying to figure out how to make a deviled egg look pretty before I figured out that this was just about the only way.
Yep. Ice cream thing, yeah. Icing thing, it always be pretty.
Oops. All right. Just pipe it right in. Give it a little twirl.
Mm-hmm. Be real pretty. But while you're doing that, I'm going to check my chicken.
All right. We're going to put these into the fridge until we get everything ready.
All right.
We're going to take a short break here from our sponsor, and we'll be back to have our picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Most people couldn't fit 200 local farms on their table. Well, that's where we come in. For the very best of everything local, Lowe's Foods.
I'll tell you what, we have done a job today. This chicken looks better than any chicken I've ever seen before, Twana.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll tell you what, we're going to get ready to have our picnic. Some people are going to be here in a few minutes. So let's take a look. We've got Mama Ruth's potato salad. We've got some spicy deviled eggs. This is Twana Lewis's Southern fried chicken, and it is to perfection. We've got a cucumber and tomato salad and some banana pudding. We are ready for this picnic. I'll tell you what, girlfriend. Okay, you ready to try a piece of this chicken? Because I know I am. Which one you want? I'll get you this one right here.
That's all right.
Okay. Here at the Coastal Kitchen, we'd like to tell you you can find us on Facebook. Just search for us, The Coastal Kitchen. We'll see you next time. And remember, just make it the way that you like it. Thanks, Twana. This is some good chicken.
Very good.
ATMC TV and the Coastal Kitchen would like to say thank you to our sponsors at Holden Brothers Farm Market in Charlotte for supplying the fresh produce on this week's show. For over 25 years, the Holden Brothers Farm Market has specialized in the freshest locally grown produce on their 250 acres in Charlotte. Swing by their indoor market located near mile marker 10 on Highway 17 or check them out online at holdenbrothersfarmmarket.com.
Most people couldn't fit 200 local farms on their table. Well, that's where we come in. For the very best of everything local, Lowe's Foods.
Around here, we're always online. We're always up for a chat. If you need FaceTime, we're here. At ATMC, social networking with our customers means so much more. Because our most important connection is with you. This is our address. And this is how we connect. ATMC. Local company, local priorities.
When my husband leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside, but we feel safer inside knowing our home is protected by ATMC security. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere, so when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to ATMC Security and get 24/7 home security monitoring for as low as $17.95 per month. Call ATMC Security now to schedule your free on-site consultation.
ATMC TV works hard to bring you the best in local programming for Brunswick and Columbus counties. Our goal is to provide local programming that is interesting, informative, and entertaining to the residents of our area. ATMC TV also offers all their information at atmctv.com. Find out when your favorite shows are airing, watch current ATMC TV episodes, check the local bulletins, or even submit a public service announcement about your organization. Be sure to check us out on the web at atmctv.com.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.